Hello, everybody. Chuck here. Today, I wanted to talk to you about the Constitution and what your rights are under the Constitution. I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube where people have been stopped by police, and the police have requested that they show their ID to them. And a lot of people are saying that they don't have to, or they give the police officer a hard time. And when they do this, it just escalates the situation. And I think the reason why a lot of people do this is to get an escalation out of the officer to make a YouTube video. Now, here's my take on the whole thing, and you can agree with me or disagree, but that's up to you. That's your right, whatever. And I'd appreciate your comments, and take a look at your comments. But my take on it is that if a police officer asks for your ID, I'd give him my ID. If I didn't have my driver's license with me, I'll just give him my full name and date of birth, and they can check that out. And that's because I have no reason to hide my identity. I don't intentionally break the law. There have been times where I have gotten myself in trouble, and I own up to it because I did it and didn't mean to do it, but it happened. But I take the consequences of it. But if an officer comes up to me and wants to know who I am, I have no problem with that. I'll tell them exactly who I am. Then I'll ask why they've stopped me if they don't already tell me. And if they can't provide me with an explanation, I'll ask if I'm free to go. If they say that I'm not free to go, that's when things are going to change, because then I'm going to tell them that I exercise my Fifth Amendment rights to remain silent, and I request to be able to call my attorney. And from then, I won't answer any more questions. And if they won't let me call my attorney, I'll just sit there until they do what they're going to do. Then if they say they want to search my vehicle, I'm going to tell them that I don't consent to searches. And if they ask me to step out of my vehicle, I would step out of my vehicle. And if they want to search me, again, I inform them that I don't consent to searches and that I want to be able to contact my attorney. And that's my whole deal on it. I wouldn't argue with an officer, because no matter what, the officer's going to tell you that he or she is right and you are wrong, and you will consent to their authority. So I'm not looking to get myself tased or maced or beat up. I'm going to comply with the officer's request for identification, and I'm going to ask if I'm free to go. If I'm not free to go, then I'm going to invoke my right to remain silent and ask for an attorney. And that's my take on it. So now I want to hear everybody else's take on it. There are some states that do require you to give ID if requested. There are other states that don't require you to show an ID. But, if you're courteous to the officer, it's more than likely you're not going to give the officer a reason to escalate things. And unless you're actually trying to make a YouTube video where you're going to escalate the situation on your own to get yourself beat up. I've seen videos where somebody's giving an officer the middle finger, and that is actually protected speech. But in retaliation, the officer will stop the individual, and sometimes they're going to arrest them for a trumped up charge, or they're going to get maced or tased for giving the middle finger because you've insulted an officer, and the officer, this might be one of the officers that don't know the Constitution, which there are many, and that just brings up another point. Anybody that's in a position of authority, a police officer, they ought to know the Constitution and what's protected by the First Amendment. So, if they can't take the time to learn the Constitution, they shouldn't be in law enforcement. And, they should find them a job at a convenience store somewhere where they could become employed, because you really need to know what the law is if you're going to be a police officer. And there are a lot of them that don't. There are a lot of them that do, though. And those are the cops that I appreciate, the ones that know what their job is, that acts professionally. And I'm going to put a link to a video of one such officer that was very, very professional. And it's relatively short video of a traffic stop. So you can see what an actual professional police officer looks like. So I hope everybody has enjoyed my little video here. And again, if you've got a comment, if you disagree with me, hey, that's your right. Put it in the comments, disagree with me. We get a conversation going and see where it goes from there. I know a lot of people will disagree, that they don't think they have to show ID, and in some states you don't. In some states you do. I would just err on the side of caution. If you're not sure if your state is an ID state or not, just give the officer the information that they're looking for and go on their way. It's just, I don't feel like I really want to get tased or maced or worse just because somebody asked me for my ID. I mean, I'll tell anybody my name. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm proud of my name. And as you can, if you Google me here on the internet or YouTube, you'll find my name and you'll find exactly what I'm about. So that's it, everybody. If you like this video, please put a like and press that like button, because it helps me with my algorithm. Also, share this video with your friends on YouTube or any other of the social media. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Helps me out. And you might see something you like in my channel. I've put all types of videos up over the years, starting from 2008 with a tornado that went through my area, all up to today. So keep an eye on my channel and you should see more things. And that's everything I have to say today. If you keep an eye on my channel, you'll probably see some more stuff. And till next time, everybody, take care and you have a great day. Bye-bye.